7 years after the abortion, I met Walter. It was shortly, just a few months later, it became clear that we had a call to the vocation of marriage. I wasn't able to become pregnant. And I began to wonder, why? Is God punishing me? Is this, has this got something to do with the abortion? And it's always there. It's like in the background, a spinning question. Like, what's wrong? How come this is happening? So there's never rest inside. And then I did conceive, but then I found myself in emergency, being diagnosed with an ectopic pregnancy that had ruptured. The baby had been growing in the fallopian tube. The tube had ruptured, and I was in danger of losing my life. I prayed, and the Lord gave me to know that He was calling this baby back to Himself. I had a supernatural experience of a burning sensation on my left side, and I just had this sense of the baby's soul departing from me. After I lost Joseph, I came here to my mother-in-law and father-in-law's home to convalesce, and I was alone for a while, and I turned on the television, and lo and behold, it was 100 Huntley Street.
100 Huntley Street.
As I'm listening, I know that God is speaking to me. I just heard in my heart these words: I will take the muck and mire of your life, form it into bricks, and use those bricks to build my church. A number of years later, I would meet a priest who felt a call to do post-abortion ministry, and it became clear that I was called to work with him.
To bring that message of hope and healing to others.
Silent No More, it's a campaign to raise awareness. And men and women who have been through a healing journey and are ready to break the silence publicly, because that's not something you do lightly. You're not alone. Men and women are relieved to know they're not alone in their pain, to know that someone hears their heart, that they won't be judged. The fact that I never committed suicide because of that call to 100 Huntley Street, and then fast forward 7 years later, the grace of God protects me from dying. It's really God's story of His mercy in my life. Like, who would have thought that I would sit in this room in 1986, after losing the only child that Walter and I would ever conceive, and that the Lord would bring us here and do this? Like how many men and women have lost their souls over the lie that abortion is nothing. My prayer is that men and women would really find healing and come into that relationship with God.